Making it is many things to me, because making it could be the end goal or making it could be the beginning of something.
Pour moi, la vraie réussite, elle est là, c'est d'avoir un impact pour les vrais gens, peu importe le nombre de vues.
Hacer reír a las personas. Es como la llave para que las personas actúen como ellos mismos.
Kreativ zu werden und mich so selbst stetig weiterzuentwickeln.
To represent, to show, to share my beautiful heritage. I get the biggest kick from just sharing my culture.
Réussir, pour moi, sur Pinterest, c'est construire une communauté, mais une communauté bienveillante.
I don't want to have a multi-million-dollar conglomerate. I just want to be happy and be creative.
今を続けることな感じはしてますね。結構今楽しいんで。
C'est de transformer ma passion en métier et mon métier en passion.
Oh my God!
Richtig schön, das gibt einem richtig was, weil man hat das Gefühl, dass der eigene Content, den man contributed, den man dazu gibt.
I'm thinking. Even if I'm inspiring 2 or 3 people, I've completely done my job.
To me, that's like my ultimate goal, is to just help people love themselves exactly how they are.
Making it to me is being happy. Don't care if that's in a bin or a mansion. Just want to be happy.
Welcome to the Pinterest Creators Festival. For those of you who haven't met, I'm Ben, my pronouns are he and him, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Pinterest. We founded Pinterest to bring everyone the inspiration to create a life they love. And now, more than 400 million people all over the world use Pinterest. And here's what this community is about. It's about inspiration and ideas. Real life ideas about what's next, what to try next, what to cook next, what to wear next, what to do next. It's not about dance memes or political debates or living the most fabulous life. It's more media than social. And here's what we've learned. Pinners come for inspiring ideas because they're excited to meet the inspiring people behind those ideas. Creators, all of you are what our community wants. And there are hundreds of millions of people waiting to meet you, to hear your story, to ask you questions, and to be inspired by you. And this is exciting for all of you creators who are looking for more meaningful connection. And it's also an opportunity for newer creators, those of you who haven't had a chance to share what you're all about. There's so many people on Pinterest who will find you inspiring. Now, we know that making it for you also means making money. That's why earlier this year, we made it possible for you to tag shoppable products, add affiliate links, and include brand partnership tags in your content. And now, we're announcing another way for you to monetize. Starting today, we're giving you early access to a new program where you'll get paid to create inspiring content based on what pinners are currently searching for. You'll learn more about it, but here's what I want you to remember right now. Pinterest is a community of people waiting to be inspired by you. And we're building the tools so you can make it here, so you can cut through the noise, connect with new audiences, and commit to putting yourself and your passions first. And so now, I have the pleasure of introducing someone whose core passion is helping people feel seen, Annie Ta. I've worked with Annie for years, and I love how she's interested in what we do well, just as much as she's interested in how we can do better. It shows in her work. She's created products like hair pattern search and skin tone ranges to help make Pinterest a more inclusive place. And so I hope you learn from her as much as I do. Thank you again for all of you being here. I'm so excited to see what you create next.
Thanks so much for the kind intro, Ben. Hi, everyone. I'm Annie Ta, and my pronouns are she, her, hers. We have creators joining us from Canada, Germany, France, Australia, the UK, the US, and all over the world. Like Ben mentioned, I lead inclusive product and creator tools here at Pinterest. I'm really passionate about building products that enable everyone, no matter who they are, to find success on Pinterest. And I'm so excited to talk with all of you today and share what our team has been working on. We're building a future at Pinterest with your success in mind. So that means we started with you. We talked with you, asked many of you questions, listened to your experiences. You told us what you liked, and you told us what you didn't like. You also told us what you really wanted to see. Here's what we heard. For you, real success means more than just likes. You want tools, the right tools, to help you do a few important things. First, you want new ways to build more meaningful engagement. You're looking for a community that builds on your ideas, reacts, asks you questions, and shops your recommendations. Second, you want new ways to get your content in front of new people. And not just random new people, but people who love what you're into just as much as you do. And third, you want new ways to create and make money. So you'll hear how Pinterest is paying creators differently by rewarding you for community engagement on your ideas. This leads me to some big announcements we have for you today. And since we're building Pinterest for all of you, who better to help me share the news than a few creators? I hope you'll find inspiration from each of them and how they use Pinterest to make their mark. These creators inspire me and many of us here at Pinterest the same way that all of you do. And with that, I want to hand the mic over to our first creator.
Hey everyone, I'm Henry Purnell. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm a content creator from Munich, Germany, and I love to share my crafts, fits, and aesthetics as a way to express myself. Today, I'm very, very excited to share my favorite ways to create on Pinterest with you. The best content I make happens actually when I authentically love something, for example, crocheting, and where I can build like a community around it. So the main way I create on Pinterest and what I can highly recommend to anybody out there are idea pins. Idea pins are like the most engaging way to share your content and getting your content in front of new people. It's just like the first step for any Pinterest creator. Some of my favorite ones that I've done so far are actually the ones where I created a crocheting pattern, or like where I showed off my tote bag collection, or I did another one where I embroidered my emoji pants. So here's what I've learned about making an idea pin that kind of catches people's attention. With idea pins, I'd like to start right off with a video as a cover. It's usually just me showing my final product. Then I add a video or multiple more videos to the next page. I'll film myself with the product, but you can also add voiceovers if you like to. I like to add titles, music, and stickers because it feels very fun. You can also add virtual try-on stickers to your idea pins now, which is super fun for beauty creators. Before I post, I always preview, of course, and that's really how I make an idea pin that stands out and feels very personalized to me. Another thing that is very important about creating on Pinterest is where people can see your idea pins. The newest place where people can find your idea pins is on the Watch tab. The Watch tab shows like a visual stream full of idea pins on the home feed. It is very helpful for getting your content in front of new audiences, and it also helps getting more engagement on your content. So when people see your idea pins on the Watch tab or on the Browse tab on Pinterest, they can actually start building on your idea and add their own takes. So someone could actually add their own version of my crocheted pattern to my idea pin, and I can see everyone's takes on my post, which is just like a deeper connection to the people seeing your content. When you're not just like creating for the likes, you're more like creating for the community. So if you're new to Pinterest and you do not know how to start, or you want to cut through the noise and get your content noticed, start with idea pins. It's been like my favorite way to create, and I have a strong community full of crocheters and tote bag lovers because of it. I can't wait to see what you all are going to create.
Hi there, I'm Maya, also known as Maya Adorable. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm a French fashion and lifestyle creator based in Paris. I'm so excited to talk about how to increase engagement on your content. We all know engagement is very important, but let's talk about why. For me and a lot of my friends that are creators, it's really exciting to help people do something new or try something new. You want more than just a like. You want people to build on your ideas, comment on them, and use them in real life. That's when it starts to feel like you're surrounded by a community and not just a bunch of strangers. This is why I want to share how I get more meaningful engagement on my content and how you can too. The main way I'm doing this right now is with the new Takes feature on Pinterest. Takes is a new feature that you can use whenever you post an idea pin. It makes it so you can allow people to add their own take on your idea pin, basically like co-creating with your audience. For example, I'd post an idea pin on how I put together my favorite outfit right now, go to advanced settings, press allow new takes, and publish your idea pin. Now I'm asking my audience to share their own take. As your idea pin keeps growing, you'll see more and more people putting their spin on your content, all attached to your original post. When I see everyone's takes, it's amazing. I can highlight my favorite takes too, and see people who love fashion as much as I do, who love skincare, or cats, or whatever you're into really. The main thing I love about takes is I can see a true real-time connection with my audience. There's like a community of people who see my ideas and try them out, or add it to their closet, or buy it themselves, or send it to their best friends. And I can also try people's ideas. I'm literally building a community around ideas. I'll even add my own take to other creators' content. If you're new to takes, I'd try it out today by going to a creator's idea pin and adding your own take. It's fun to build on someone's ideas. I say this to all my friends, if you want to see more engagement and more community, start using the takes features on your idea pins. It's so easy. Literally just turn the feature on and invite your community to create with you. Try it on your next idea pin and start building a community around French fashion or whatever inspires you.
Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Asimadu, also known as Wendy's World, and my pronouns are she and her. I'm a makeup artist, content creator, and fine artist based in London. If you follow me, you'll see I do a lot of editorial makeup, creative tutorials, and I'm always speaking my mind. What's been amazing is that I've been able to monetize by sharing my ideas. So today, I want to share some new ways to make money doing what you love. Some are available to play with today, but the Pinterest crew are letting me give you a sneak peek of the new features currently testing in the US. They'll land here for us in 2022, so this gives you plenty of time to spice up your profile before then. So available now are paid partnership tools. Paid partnership tools change the way we partner and collaborate with brands. Now here's how it works. Whenever you have a sponsorship with a brand, you can now add the paid partnership tag with the brand's name to your idea pin. The brand can also turn your idea pin into an idea ad, which means they pay you to promote your post across Pinterest. Now your idea pin shows up to even more people on Pinterest and has the promoted by tag with the brand's name. This means we get more eyes on our content since it's being boosted to reach more people. Paid partnership tools are a win-win for creators and brands, especially if it's a brand you're obsessed by and are excited to partner with. All of this is already available in beta for managed creators and will be opened up to all creators and brands in 2022. So next up, product tagging. You may have already noticed the option to highlight brand collaborations with the brand partnerships label. But did you hear about product tagging? This is a big one for creators like us. Be sure to tag your idea pins with shoppable products. This way, your audience can purchase the items you love and genuinely use. If you have affiliate programs set up with brands, you get commission for any sales that come from your idea pin. I'm so excited about this one because it's the easiest way to make money from the content you're already posting. Launching in 2022 is Creator Rewards. Creator Rewards is a new way to monetize your Pinterest content and boost your presence on Pinterest. I think this is really great for new and mid-level creators because Pinterest is paying people based on your engagement, not just creators with millions of followers. The way it works is you apply to be a part of the Creator Rewards program. Once you're in, Pinterest will announce new topics or prompts for creators based on what people are searching for right now. For example, Pinterest might ask us to show off our current passion projects or our autumn-winter shopping recommendations. You publish a new idea pin inspired by the prompt, and creators who complete the challenge get a direct payment from Pinterest. So you're literally getting paid just for sharing great ideas on Pinterest. Now's a good time to set up a Pinterest business account, or like I did, you can just change your personal account to a business one. This will give you access to the new Creator Hub. This hub is a new page on the Pinterest app where you can see everything you need as a creator in one place. Here's what it looks like. You can see different ways to monetize, learn about new product updates, see insights on your idea pins, and more creator features. I use this as a one-stop shop for all creator resources. So, these are my top ways to make money doing what you love. Start building your audience today to make the most of these new features landing in 2022. I absolutely love creating on Pinterest, and I hope you've learned something new today. So, if you're not sure where to start, this is what I tell all my creator friends. Create a business account right now and start making idea pins.
When I started really pushing and like focusing on Pinterest, it was kind of hard for me because I was like, I had to learn what I thought was my Pinterest voice, but what I was really doing was unlearning everything that I had like sort of inherited on other platforms. And it's a lot freer.
For us at the very beginning, we were definitely the people that would take in all the information. And I think that's the beauty of Pinterest and this way that you can find a community so easily. Yeah. And I think after a while we were like, do you know what, actually I want to share this as well because that's what makes the community on there. It's like everybody being able to share their piece of information.
Pinterest is about inspiration, right? So we all went there to be inspired and then suddenly we were like, wait, we do something inspirational, so let's be a part of that. And I think that's how I started mine, I guess.
It's a great place to experiment. So you put some stuff out there that you're like, in my mind, I'm like thinking, oh, because the other platforms have told me this is what I should do. I'm putting that out there thinking, oh, the stuff that they say I should do, that's what's going to work. And then there'll be something that just strikes a chord with people. And then suddenly I'm like, oh, I never thought about this before. And then that actually then helps the next thing we're going to create. Because suddenly I'm like, there's clearly an appetite for some of this stuff that I didn't think there was before.
When you think about it, when you said you had to unlearn some behaviors from other social media platforms, it's actually really interesting how we've become conditioned to think a certain way to post something. And it really does stifle creativity. And when you think of the broader picture of that, that's actually quite a bad thing. So it's nice to have a platform where you can actually just put your idea out there in its most organic form and just like share it.
Hi, I'm Katie and you can find me on Pinterest as Katie Hoyle. I'm a third year medical sciences student studying at Exeter Uni. Really my journey on Pinterest started when I was doing my GCSE art, which is so crazy. My art teacher at the time told me that Pinterest is a really good place to collate and store your inspiration. I've probably been pinning on Pinterest for, the last 7 years. I was going to Pinterest for all my ideas and getting it all together to then create content for other social media platforms. But why shouldn't I put my ideas back out into Pinterest? I wanted to be part of that big community of sharing ideas around fashion. I moved from being a pinner into being a creator. And really, if I was to give anyone any tips on how to do that, Pinterest is so personal to you. You know, if you love the content, then you should put it out there. There's no judgment, never over scrutinize. It's not like other social medias where I know I'm definitely guilty of it. I pick myself apart, create content that you would like to watch. And that I think is a good place to start. If you put in the work and the time and you curate something you really like, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get the recognition for it. And I'm not saying that going viral is always the most important part of creating content. Bottom line is we just love to create. But it's that sense of you've made a difference and people are seeing your content and loving it. Pinterest is much more of a all-encompassing social media platform. You put something out there and then it's like a full circle moment when someone credits you in something else they've done. People take inspiration from me and I just think that's just such a great feeling.
On Pinterest, it's very easy to just be yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel like everything that I am pinning resonates with me. I can be very three-dimensional me.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to
completely agree.
just stick to the niche. I can like sometimes I like to cook. Please don't look at my stuff. Sometimes like please don't look. But like sometimes I do fashion. Sometimes I like to do beauty. But like in other places online, I feel like I have to stick to what that person signed up for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's definitely a freedom on Pinterest. You can just definitely find your niche and but also then tap into other areas that your passions too.
Yeah, and I think when you do that as well, I think you kind of realize that actually that is a huge thing compared to say when you're just like, oh, wait, you want me to? I must turn this way, do this that way, and all that. You know what I mean? I think just to be like, here is my everything. Have everything I've got. Just have it. Have at it. Yeah.
You know, on other social medias, before I post something, I'm like, oh, I don't know quite how. I'm picking it apart and I'm like, it's really not good for yourself. I'm like picking apart every little minute detail about that piece of content. But on Pinterest, I'm like, let's get it out there. I want everyone to see this. I know it's cool. I love it. So I know other people are going to love it. And it's always so well received on Pinterest.
Switching off for me, I used to find it quite hard. And I suppose I still do in some respects, but one of the best ways that I find now is if we're going somewhere on a trip, and if we're on a plane or on a boat or a train, I actively do not access the internet, and I will spend that time to be, this sounds weird, but be bored, like to allow my mind to wander.
For me, it's physical separation. So like a lot of my content is created behind a ring light or in a certain room or a certain space, but like I keep my bedroom separate from all work because that's where my brain will be like, oh, it's rest time. But if I'm creating content in my room, which I never do, then how am I supposed to separate?
Hi, my name's Shahira. I'm a content creator based here in London, and my content is mostly around beauty, natural hair, makeup, and skincare. Sometimes I do a little bit of fashion, sometimes I do a little bit of cooking. So one of the things that I love about Pinterest is that it allows me to create as myself. I'm able to be a three-dimensional version of myself on Pinterest. I entered the content creation game as a beauty influencer, but on Pinterest, I'm so much more. I'm able to show all dimensions of myself, all my personalities, and all the things that I like to do. So my top tips for anyone who's looking to create content and stay authentic to themselves is just be true to yourself. What you enjoy is what other people will enjoy because they'll be able to tell that you're enjoying making that content for them. One of my favorite tools on Pinterest is actually the Creator Code, which is an amazing like campaign that went out to the whole of Pinterest. That invites people to be really conscious and mindful when being online with other people. Things like not to troll people, not to bully people, be kind, be mindful of what you're saying. And I think that makes it a lot easier for me, especially as a plus size Black woman, to be online and be visible. For me, being creative is extremely therapeutic. I find it really relaxing, especially when I'm doing beauty, almost like meditation for me. So I really love, just those little moments where I'm being creative for an extended period of time and just focusing in. I find that really special. I think being an authentic content creator on Pinterest has directly affected my success. One of the things that I would like to say is no one is you, no one can be you, therefore no one can create like you. Stay authentic to who you are and you will create your best content and you'll be your best self and you will be happy online.
When you start getting paid opportunities, you have to be really careful and not get caught up in the idea of just accepting money. You have to really think about like, how will this affect my brand in 5 years?
If they say that you can't work with someone that's in your livelihood for 6 months, they better be paying you well enough to miss out on those deals.
Yeah. At the beginning, you think gifting is like the way to be paid, and it's not. Like my landlord doesn't accept eyeshadow palettes, so even if it's 50 quid, I think you need to start setting a financial bar for yourself. It's not about money, but when a brand is making a lot of money off of a piece of content you're creating, why should you be doing that for free?
Don't take crumbs when they're making cake.
Exactly.
Such a good saying. I shall steal that.
And like believing in your source. Like I've always used to be so scared to send that email back. Why am I so scared? I'm quite good.
Yeah, you are good. Like, do not let imposter syndrome kick in when you're negotiating your fee as well. Contract. Make sure you read it. If it's overcomplicated, if you have questions, go back and be like, can you explain this to me? When you've wrapped up, when you've sent your content over for approval or you've posted it, I would say check in and be like, I loved working with you. If you did, any feedback that they have for you, any feedback that you have for them.
Reporting, celebrate your success.
Yeah,
Tell them
celebrate.
this did well, this is what the numbers look like. Go back and feedback, because then you're starting this other conversation that happens at the other end.
Hi, I'm Yaya. And I'm Lloyd. And we're from Hamdaga Journey. So, what is Hamdaga Journey? It is a travel blog. It's a travel website. It's basically all things travel.
We're always sharing the best restaurants that we went to, the nice little places that you'd never consider in a city. Anything that we do on our travel is literally out there.
Yeah. So what our topic is, brand partnerships. There are probably three main parts of this conversation. There's you as a creator, there's the brand who has a story they want to tell, and then there's the consumer. What you're trying to do is make everybody happy. And if any point in that conversation, one of these parties is not happy, that's probably not a collaboration that should work, really.
And remember, your voice is powerful as well, in the sense that you're the one in control of this conversation ultimately. Don't feel pressured into doing something. Don't feel obliged to do something a certain way. If you feel it's the right way to do it, ask for it. Use your yes and your no's to be able to get the right thing for you when working with brands.
Generally speaking, the way, I guess, brand partnerships tend to work is you get approached. Typically, it's by email, with a light kind of, here's what we're looking to work on, here's what we're looking to do. And then there's obviously the conversation about fees.
Yes, and that's an important conversation because, again, what we were talking about is being your voice, being powerful. A brand has approached you because they see that.
I think the biggest question is really, would you buy it? Would you get into this? Is this something you would be interested in? I think it really matters after you've delivered it as well. That's not the end of the conversation. You really need to go back and showcase what you've done, what the results are as well.
And celebrating your achievements as well with the brand.
One of the biggest things we would always say is never to lose a sense of who you are. It really does matter, being able to do something that you actually believe in, as you actually enjoy, and you would
be proud of.
Hopefully that was helpful.
And reach out to us anytime. We're always at the end of an email or a message as well. So we're always happy to help with advice.
Bye.
Bye.
Everything that we have that is good and that is great and that has helped us live our lives and taking care of us, started as an idea.
Yeah.
Somebody thought one day, why don't we just get medicine to fix something? Someone thought one day, well, this check could become... there's stuff that is everything that we do, everything around us is an idea.
Light bulb moments. I don't know about you guys, but when I get a light bulb moment, it's always 11 p.m, half 11, and I'm in bed, and I'm just about to go to sleep, and I'm that is such a good idea. I'm writing it in my notes app furiously to make sure, because the next day I would forget it. So then the next day when I act on it, and this has definitely happened to me, definitely on Pinterest, I've put something out there, a combination of outfits, or I've got these cowboy boots, and I'm totally obsessed with them, but that's another story. And then you see your followers acting on your ideas that have my little 11 p.m. eureka moment in this, and it's so nice to see, it makes you feel like you're actually making a bit of a difference to somebody's little wardrobe.
Personally, me, I love idea pins because unlike other platforms, they're quite immersive and they allow you the configurability to walk you through a story, an idea, a concept, and it allows you to flesh things out, and make them more approachable.
I think what's nice about idea pins is when you're on Pinterest, you're investing a bit of time into it. I never go on there in a rush. No. I always go there to feel relaxed and absorb. So I feel idea pins is a really great way for us to tell a story.
You talk about the fact that they don't disappear after 24 hours.
That's that's great.
Amazing.
You put so much 2 years now, people could still be searching for it.
So evergreen.
Exactly.
So evergreen. It's important to kind of tap into things that you love. For example, you might have a favorite cheese, and then you might make a cheese wedding cake. I don't know,
a cheese wedding cake.
I don't know, but do you know what I mean?
Sign me up.
So we get married. Sorry, I'm busy self-dating.
As a creator, you know that once you create your content, you need to have an audience to consume it, to interact with it, to enjoy it. And what I love most about Pinterest is the way that you can have meaningful engagement with your audience. We're not talking double clicks, and then it's done. They save your ideas, they recreate them, they let you know how they work. It's so rewarding. I've been using Pinterest, it seems like forever, as a source for inspiration and ideas. But it wasn't really until the implementation of idea pins that I actually started creating for Pinterest. Idea pins have made it a lot simpler to get your ideas onto Pinterest. Gone are the days where you have to create a blog post and then link it to a pin. Everything now can reside in Pinterest in a great fun format called the idea pin. And I think one of the most important things to remember about idea pins is that they're evergreen. They don't disappear after 24 hours. 6 months down the line, you're still going to be growing your audience with your really great quality idea pins. So my 5 top tips for growing your audience on Pinterest are, number 1, be authentic and approachable. I really struggled in the beginning when I was creating for Pinterest to finding my Pinterest voice, but once I just sort of unlearned everything that I learned on other platforms, it really started to work for me and I found my flow. Number 2, you need to create fresh content every week. This keeps your audience engaged and keeps you out there for new pinners to find your ideas. Number 3, be smart when you're creating your content. Use trends to guide your content creation strategy. Pinterest has a brilliant tool that lets you know what people are searching for. If you're creating content that people are searching for, your audience will grow. Number 4, you need to make your content as unique as you are and make it your own. Number 5, the most important thing, have fun making the content that you enjoy. And let the wizardry behind Pinterest do all the hard work for you. Simple, huh?
Hello, my name is Aya Kanai, and I am the head of content and creator partnerships here at Pinterest. So we've been talking a lot today about the confidence it takes to put yourself out there. Well, I am so glad to be here with someone who truly embodies that. I worked with this person when I was the editor-in-chief at Marie Claire and selected her to be on the cover in May 2020. I have seen how multi-talented this woman is. She is a rapper, she is a dancer, she is a body confidence icon, and she is the best dog mom. If you have not guessed already, of course, I am talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Meg is also a creator who spent years working on her craft and putting herself out there. Today, she is one of the biggest names in the music industry, known for her realness, her authenticity, and the best anthem in existence, Hot Girl Summer. Meg, on behalf of Pinterest, I want to say thank you for joining us here today.
Oh, stop. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to talk to you about confidence and what it takes to put yourself out there. I know so many creators in this audience can relate to parts of your journey, so let's dive in. Early in your career as an up-and-coming rapper, you spent a lot of time in the studio working on your freestyle technique. And now, so much of your reputation in the industry comes from this amazing creativity. What did those early days of freestyling teach you about putting yourself out there and bringing your craft to life?
I feel like when I was first coming up and I was just at ciphers and in front of my car, freestyling, rapping, whatever, I felt like, okay, Megan, this your time to shine. You don't know if this is the first or the last time, so every time you just gotta kill it, you gotta go for it because you never know when you're gonna get another opportunity. So I feel like I've always been a person who has put myself out there and a person who was always like, I ain't got time to be shy because I want to be Megan Thee Stallion and Megan Thee Stallion ain't got time to be shy. So I definitely have just always wanted to go for it every time.
So many people come to Pinterest to inspire their future and bring their goals to life. So I wanted to know, what is inspiring you as you look towards 2022, and what advice can you give to our creators about manifesting something new and exciting in their lives?
What inspires me a lot as far as like the visuals of everything that I put into my creativity is definitely like a lot of anime themed things. I just love anime. I love like the purpose of it. I love like the storylines that's in it. I get like a lot of inspiration from my hair and my nails from anime. Anybody, like any creator out there right now, the advice that I would give to them as far as like where to draw your creativity from is just that anything that makes you feel passionate, like anything that anything that really moves you, like something that you really like enjoy. If you enjoy food, okay, girl, how you about to make this picture of this pizza look the best? Like if you like nails, like what? One time I asked my nail girl to do my nails, and it's because we saw some cool art in the hotel and we're like, make it look like this. So just anywhere you go that like anytime you see something that really moves you and that you really feel like super passionate about, I would say draw your creativity from there.
You've also talked a lot about health and the pressure to be tough. How do you take care of your own health, both physical and mental?
My physical health, I definitely eat what I like. I eat what I want to, but I learned that I have to do it in moderation. But a lot of things that you do, you have to do it in moderation. Like I will never deprive myself of anything that makes me happy, but I don't overindulge. So like if I want to eat hot Cheetos, I know I'm gonna go in on hot Cheetos for the day, but I know I cannot continuously put all this sugar and like stuff like that in my body because I need to go perform and I don't want to be sluggish when I perform. But on a day that I know I can do it, I'm gonna have me a little cheat day. But I still get my workout in. I still drink my gallon of water a day. With my mental health, I definitely have to take a lot of time to myself because I spend a lot of time around so many people and I'm getting so much energy from everybody. I feel like I have to go reset and I need to go, okay, have a little woosah with my me time. And yeah, that's how I really keep myself in check.
And speaking of healthy mindsets, I know you have shared that social media can sometimes feel draining. At Pinterest, we take this very seriously. We have a creator code that encourages people to build a kinder and more inclusive internet with content that they create. I know your fans are called hotties, and if you had a hottie code for your community, what would it be?
I would just say ours would probably be like something along the lines of hotties spreading positivity or hotties helping hotties or something like that. Like, because I feel like when a hottie like goes and puts somebody on my music or go to my page and be like, look at these nails, you should get your nails like that. I feel like that's a hottie spreading like hottie awareness. Like you really putting another person on. I feel like when you're in your friend group and you hyping your girls up or you hyping your boys up, that's like hotties spreading positivity. Like that's y'all making each other feel good. So hotties helping hotties, hotties spreading positivity, that will be what we stand for.
I love that. We definitely need to make this hottie code a very real thing.
Yes, we do.
So many makeup artists, hairstylists, nail artists come to Pinterest for the latest trends in fashion. And since you are known for your style on photo shoots and videos, where do you find inspiration? And are there any trends that you're really loving right now?
Like earlier I said, I draw a lot of inspiration from anime. Just because I just love how colorful it is. I love how out there it is. I love how wild it is. And I could just really translate my love of this to my personality. Like you can literally see that I'm an animated person. You can literally see that I'm somebody who just likes to go for it by what I'm watching. Any trends I'm following right now, I feel like I am the trendsetter. So I feel like, it's not anything that I'm following, but it's things that I'm trying to create.
I love that. And speaking of being a trendsetter, you are a leader in the music industry and have created truly culture-defining collaborations with brands like Revlon and Cash App and artists like BTS, Beyonce, and Cardi B. Can you talk to us a little bit about the magic of collaborating and how you pick the right partners in collaboration?
I feel like what's so special to me about collaborating is the people that I collab with is probably people that I really know or that I really admire. And for us to be able to come together on doing the things that we obviously love is making music, it makes me feel good. Like Beyonce, everybody knows Beyonce is my favorite artist, one of my favorite people, and she's been that before I met her. So to actually... Oh. Like he is back here talking. But so to actually have collaborated with Beyonce, I felt so good because I'm like, oh my gosh, I am captain of the Beehive. And I got to make a song with a woman that I really look up to. I thought that was fire. BTS, I just think that they're amazing. Just the group dynamic, like for all of them to be so in sync and then just be so cool, like just so fun. And like I just feel like that's me. So I'm like, oh my gosh, one day I really want to work with BTS. I didn't even know they knew who I was. So when they reached out to do the Butter remix, I was like, oh my God, like, God, are you listening to me? Like, so I got to meet them, and then we cool or whatever. So that made me very happy. Cardi, when I finally got the chance to meet her and do music with her, it was like, oh my God, this really my sis. Like, we are so similar. So to do music with people that you've always like been a fan of or just, have admired, I feel like that always is gonna make a good song because y'all have like genuine chemistry.
That is so true. So, so true. And so lastly, let's talk a little bit about confidence. It's something that is so important, especially for young people who are starting out as creators. And some of your biggest hits talk about loving yourself and celebrating your body. So what does it take to feel confident in your body, in your work, and put your message out there?
I feel like for you personally, for myself personally, for you to feel confident in your body or whatever you're doing, it has to be something that you love. It has to be something that you like, and it has to really come from you. It can't be swayed from the opinion of somebody else. It can't be, oh, I saw this on social media and I want to look like this. I need to be like this person because this is what everybody seems to like right now. Like, I feel like when I look at myself, I like what Megan look like. I'm happy in the morning, I'm happy in the afternoon, I'm happy at night. I know what I do to keep myself up. I know my routines, I know what makes me look good. And I just do what I like. I do what I eat what I want to, I sleep when I want to, I wake up when I want to. But it's just me, I'm in the mirror a lot. So, and I try to find things that are different about myself, like maybe every day or every other week. Like, what do I like about myself today? What is my favorite feature? I hype myself up. So I feel like it's just definitely important for you to be your own hype girl, your own hype man. Like, you have to find what you like about yourself, because once you start letting other people's opinions get in your head, it's like, maybe my waist is not supposed to be like this. Maybe I need to be a little bit more snatched, or maybe I should be built this way. But no, girl, this is the body that God gave to you. So you have to figure out what you like about it. So that's where your self-love comes from.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Meg. And thank you for inspiring all of us to be our most confident and unapologetic selves.
To be your hot girl self.
Thank you.
If you have access to anything that can record, you can create.
I feel like the most important thing is to start.
Tú no necesitas ser perfecta, simplemente ser uno mismo. Le partage est magnifique, donc go.
Do things that you really, really enjoy and have fun.
Je pense que c'est important juste de créer en fait, de commencer à créer, de pas hésiter.
It doesn't matter where you're starting from. Just pick up your phone and bring your full self.
Das ist meistens, die erste Idee ist immer die beste. Bin ich einfach ganz ehrlich.
If you really feel passionate about something, it's something that you want to share, Pinterest is the place to do it. Be proud of it and just go for it.
Just create. Just create.
What are you waiting for? Just go do it.